After a long wait of pushbacks and delays, it is finally here. Ubisoft's South Park: The Stick of Truth has hit both consoles and PCs around the world. With a lot of pros and a few harsh cons, this game has shaped out to be an unforgettable experience. I just want to get this out there though. I am a huge South Park fan. I have been watching South Park since it's first ever been aired in the UK since 1997, with Cartman's first ever anal probe. So the story starts with you. You are the new kid, and you've just moved into the quiet little mountain town of South Park. And your parents are really persistent with you going out and venturing off and making new friends. So that's what you do. You venture off into the beautifully made world of South Park. Within minutes of leaving your front door, the game slowly turns into a crossover with South Park, Skyrim, and Game of Thrones, which a lot of you will enjoy. And you also soon find out what the true motive of this game is. The Stick of Truth. Everybody wants this stick, for whoever holds this stick can control the universe.
Don't gaze at it too long!
So the game, surprisingly enough, actually plays just like any other well-tuned RPG out there. There's a lot of venturing to do, a lot of exploring, a lot of looking around and opening up every single chest that you can find to see what goodies you can grab, i.e. customizations for your outfit, your weaponry, and whatever really. You can customize whatever the hell you want. The combat system in this game is what surprised me the most. When I first heard about this game, I heard that it was a turn-based game, and to be honest, turn-based games really aren't my thing. Like, they really put me off. The only turn-based game I really enjoyed was back in the day of Final Fantasy VII. But after finishing the first fight, I actually sat back and thought to myself, this is something completely different. It's not your typical turn-based game where you select a move and then watch the animation. You actually have to press the right button at the right time to get the full potential out of your move. So this definitely creates a more intense experience when you're battling away with some of the stronger enemies later on in the game. The one thing I really do like is the fact that it's got that old kind of Pokemon Yellow feel where you've constantly got someone following you around. Such as at the beginning of the game you meet Butters. So Butters is your first companion to follow you around and help you out with some things that you can't do yourself, which you'll see later on. The graphics for this game are just hands down incredible. If you are a fan of the show, like I've already said I am, you'll notice that it's just like watching one of the episodes. You see every little detail with the textures of the paper that was used to make the houses, the ground, and the characters, like the card that was used. You can see everything that they've actually used from the show. So it's just basically playing out the show. This game just definitely shows that you don't need next-gen graphics to make an incredible game. The one thing I really enjoyed throughout this entire experience of playing the game is just the fact that everything is customizable and upgradable. Like literally, every 5 minutes you're finding new upgrades and better weapons to use constantly. So you'll be finding yourself in the upgrade and inventory screen a lot in this game, which is not by far a bad thing. The other thing I love about this game is the voice acting. With Matt Stone and Trey Parker lending their voices yet again to voice every single character in the game is just incredible. It's just like living in South Park. It just does not feel in any way like your standard TV to game franchise. As well as using their amazing talents to voice so many different characters, the game's soundtrack is also incredible, with some music referencing to old school games such as Zelda and Pokemon. It gives that whole nostalgic experience. And let's not forget, sometimes you hear Cartman singing about Jews. The game's longevity is pretty surprising. You'll find yourself exploring this town for hours and hours upon end without even thinking about completing a quest, because there is so much to go and find out there. From opening people's garages up to find out who lives in that certain house, to randomly stumbling across major characters from past episodes such as Al Gore hiding in a bush trying to track down Man Bear Pig because he's super serial.
I'm super serial.
Or you'll stumble across certain characters that want you to go out and do a short side quest for them just so they can join in your party and help you out whenever you need them. to take down one of those hard enemies that you just can't take down yourself with one hit. But please don't think that South Park is a safe place to walk around. For every corner you turn, there's someone waiting to ambush you to have a fight in the street, sewers, or wherever the hell you're exploring. So aside from all the pros of the game, there are a few harsh cons that are included with the console version, such as, if you're a British guy just like myself, you'll find there are a few scenes that have been censored, such as anal probing to performing abortions, which I myself find pretty ridiculous they've been censored, because later on you'll find yourself doing stuff way worse than performing a fake abortion, such as fighting undead fascist fetuses. Also, the cons on the console version are some pretty harsh bugs, such as cutscenes not loading fully, so it's just your character standing there with invisible people acting out the scene around you, which can easily be solved by installing the game. Also, I came across a few bugs where my game save was corrupted, which led me having to replay quite huge chunks of the game. And another was an infinite loading screen that thankfully has a solution to solve the problem just by selecting a new party member. But if you don't know this already, you'll be sat there scratching your head thinking, why is this game taking so long to load, when it really is just a big bug. But really, if you want my advice and you want the full South Park experience, don't buy this on consoles, go and buy it on the PC, just because it's fully uncensored, and there's not that many bugs I've found on the PC version. But don't let these bugs put you off of playing this game at all, because this is a #1 experience for any South Park fan out there, or even that 1% out there that's never even watched the show or even heard of South Park. Anyone can pick this game up and enjoy it. All in all, I'll give this game a 9 out of 10 because it is just pure excellence. It is absolutely fantastic. For any South Park fan, or even if you've never watched South Park before, it is a definite purchase, because you'll find yourself having an amazing time. From the voice acting to the amazing soundtrack and the incredible story that they give you, this is a definite purchase.